Alright, so here's something I've been thinking about recently. You know those little moments where we're forced to pause in life? Like waiting for the kettle to boil, sitting in traffic, being on the tube, going to work, something like that. These little moments where you've got, 30 seconds, maybe a minute or two, where you're forced to stop and pause. Most of the time, in these moments, we will reach for our phone and just start scrolling, or find some way to alleviate the boredom. What I've been thinking about recently is how life would be for us if we made use of those moments. Rather than squandering them by scrolling away on TikTok or finding something to do to just distract ourselves. What if we actually made use of this time? This is what I call the microwave hypothesis. These tiny moments that we usually waste that can actually be a genuine gateway into some form of mindfulness. It's worth thinking about what our lives would be like if we used each of these moments for good. That moment where you are just waiting for your food to cook in the microwave. Instead of doing that, instead of passing up on that moment, just having a check-in, taking a breath, or even better, something I've found that's been very useful for me is to use that as a moment of gratitude. Think of 1 or 2 or 3 things that are going well for you. Maybe you're healthy. Maybe you've got good friends around you, strong relationships, something like that. Maybe you're just a bit happier than you were this time last year. And to be honest with you, that's it. This is a very simple practice. It's just 30 seconds or a brief moment of noticing what is going on in your life. Taking a moment to just be aware of the fact that the anxieties and the problems that are in your life at the moment are ultimately going to go away at some point, and that the joys in front of you are here to be enjoyed. It's just a moment to stop and check in. I feel like in these moments, we can realise how unimportant as well so many of our stresses are, and how so many of the things that take up our mental space and our bandwidth are ultimately trivial. I feel like these little moments of pause can provide us with a window into what is truly important, and can make it much easier for us to not be only thankful, but to be happy. So here's the idea. In these little pauses, that time at the microwave, that time in traffic, you've got a choice. You can lose the moment to distraction or scrolling or whatever it is that you're doing, and forget in half an hour about whatever it was that you alleviated the boredom with. Or you can use these moments as a pocket-sized meditation, a way to just nudge out impatience and your stresses and bring in a bit of calm, a bit of gratitude even. And that's the microwave hypothesis. Next time you're waiting, whether it's for your food or your train or whatever, don't reach for your phone. Don't find a way to fill the time. Just take stock and take that moment for what it is. It's a very small change, but it stacks up and it makes quite the difference.